In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to put your air racer parts together. Very similar process to the paper version, but again, some things are different. Okay, first and foremost, this line right here on the body for that ramp, do not cut that off. Okay, that is not a line that you're going to actually cut on. What you're going to do is you're going to take that part to Mr. Keenan, and what he's going to do is score it. Okay, so I'm only going to cut about halfway through it so that we can get some bend and flex out of that part. Okay, but do not cut that part off. Okay, your two sides, which we went over in the last video, how to cut those angles. Okay, your fins and your air scoop are your 6 main parts that you should have. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the fins and air scoop and we're going to kind of set those aside. Next, we're going to take our two sides, okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to stand them up. Okay. Now, we are going to use hot glue to assemble this instead of tape. Okay, so we're going to take the hot glue, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a nice bead of hot glue right here along the top edge of the side. Okay, so I'm going to put a decent little amount right on here, all the way down. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my body, I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to drop it or set it right on top of the side. And I'm going to gently press down. And keep some pressure on that. Okay, that's glued on there. So I have my body, and I have one side attached now. Okay, if you notice, the ramp is in the back. You want these tapered, angled sides. These are going to be towards the front of your air racer. Okay, so my ramp is back here, and the angled parts are up towards the front. Okay, do not glue them on so that your angled side, excuse me, your ramp and your angle should not be right on top or right next to each other. Okay, that means you have your side on backwards. So I would have to take this one and flip it so that the angle is up front. Okay, very important to get those two things right. But you're going to repeat the same exact process. You're going to take your other side, you're going to put a line of hot glue right down the top of it. And then you're just going to take your body and same thing, line it up, take your time, set it right on top of your side piece, and just put some light downward pressure and hold it for a few seconds so that glue heats up or sets up. Okay, so at this point I got the ramp in the back and I have both of my angled sides to the front. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your air racer back up to Mr. Keenan, okay, and he is going to cut the back of it so that we can get this ramp to bend down a little bit. Okay, so I will cut this part for you guys. You kind of need a bigger pair of scissors to do it because this cardboard's a little thick. Okay, once I've cut those for you, what you're going to do is you're going to take the ramp, you're going to bend it down a little bit, just like we did with the paper version. Okay, so it should look kind of something like this. All right, that should go down. It should not be flat in the back. All right, you're going to pin this down. You're going to pinch the sides so it doesn't flat back up on you. Okay, so pull it down, pinch the sides, keep it held in place. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some glue and you're going to carefully put it right on the insides of your ramp. Okay, so I glued in here along the ramp and on this side along the ramp. If you want to, you could flip it over to the bottom and put a little glue down there along the bottom as well. Okay, and you're going to have to hold this one and keep these sides pinched for a little while here. Okay, so my ramp's glued in place now. Now we're going to flip it over and we are going to work with the air scoop. Okay, now if you notice, the air scoop is pretty much the exact width, or should be the exact width of your sides. Okay, if it's not, stop. We have a problem. Okay, so you're going to take your air scoop and you're going to glue that on. Okay, and you want to make sure that the front is even. Okay, you don't want your air scoop hanging off the front or hanging way back here in the back. Okay, it should pretty much fall exactly right on those angled parts that we cut. Okay, so pretty simple. Just put some glue on the bottom along the side edges. Okay, and then you're just going to put that on top. Gently hold it in place for a few seconds till the glue dries. And you should be good. Last thing is we're going to do the fins. Okay, your fins. You can just put some glue right here on the side. Stick those on just like we did with the paper version. Okay. One thing too with the fins, please make sure you have it angled in the right direction. Okay, if this is the front, your fin should be angled so that the angle starts in the front of your car and then goes towards the back. Flip it over. Do the same thing for the other side. Okay, once that's done, you're going to come see Mr. Keenan, and same thing, he will put on the paper clip for you guys.